Hello, this is Riding with Rhi, and today I'm here with the Ultra Mesh collection from LeMieux. I'm going to be taking a closer look at the saddle pad and fly hood and telling you why I think this is one of the most exciting collections to come out of LeMieux yet. Let's start with the saddle pad. This, by LeMieux's own admission, is the most lightweight and breathable saddle pads of all of their collections. It's made of an incredible micro mesh material, which allows for compression and shock absorption without extra bulk. You'll also see on the side of the saddle pad, we have these blast foam inserts. These were designed to be placed in the most weight-bearing areas of the saddle, meaning that if you usually use a half pad, you wouldn't need to with this saddle, again helping to reduce layers and making this a more lightweight choice. On the underside of the saddle pad, we also have LeMieux's signature bamboo lining. This is super soft to the touch and also has sweat wicking properties. You've probably noticed by now, but every technical aspect of this saddle pad is designed to make it the perfect choice for summer rides. Sweat wicking properties, super lightweight and super breathable. Let's move on to the fly hood. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a LeMieux collection these days without a matching fly hood, but this one has a really interesting update that I want to share. So firstly, we have these super soft lycra ears, but what I'm most interested in is actually at the back. So this panel is much deeper than you might see normally, and that has been designed to keep up with the changing shapes of bridles, and in particular anatomical bridles. Now, this collection comes in navy, black and grey, and I know what you're thinking. You're probably missing that gorgeous eclectic range of LeMieux colours, but actually there is something really special for me about how this Ultra Mesh collection catches the light. Now, don't forget that throughout July you can get 15% off the Ultra Mesh collection when you sign up for Horse and Country. It means you're going to be set up for the hottest days of summer with this super breathable saddle pad and fly hood, but also that you're going to be set up for some of the most exciting horse trials and content coming out of Horse and Country TV in 2021. I've just had a shower and got changed. I actually forgot to wash this, and I didn't realise until late last night when I checked my where I keep all my show stuff, which is in here. I keep my breeches in here, my stock, my jacket, everything, and my shirt's normally in there too, and I forgot that I hadn't washed it, so I had to wash it really late. Luckily it's dried because it's so warm at the moment. I have my breeches on underneath and my half halt leggings to keep everything clean, and I'll put a gilet over this while I'm getting Woody ready. It's about 7:15. I'm gonna grab a cup of tea, grab some food and then head straight down to the yard. I've worked out all of my timings from my 2 tests. I always work backwards. And if I leave now, I've actually got a little bit of extra time, which is handy because there's always something that needs a bit more attention. It's usually how disgusting Woody looks, but we're gonna go and give him a wash and plait him up and then get going. Don't know if I've ever shown you this hack, but I use an old mask to cover my coffee cup lid so it doesn't spill in my car. Morning, Wood. Oh. I'm going to give you a few more minutes, but then we really need to start plaiting. You look really excited to be going out today. My heart is going to burst. Oh, baby. Now, what I appear to have here is a very sleepy boy. Ready to get up. Oh, sugar. You okay? No. Up we get. Come on, Wood. Good boy. Up we get. Come on. Good boy. Come on. You gotta go. Up, up, up. Come on. The guilt I felt getting him out of bed, poor Woody. So anyway, once I got him up, I of course started plaiting, which I always do first because I don't want his mane to be wet if I give him a bath, and I always get nervous that I can't plait quick enough. So as you may have seen if you've seen any of my vlogs before, I always go down the mane first, put some kind of grip on it. I have this NAF foam that I use that helps me grip, and then separate the mane, do the long plaits, and then plait up. So Woods has his plaits in. I've rolled them all the way up this time because we haven't got that long to go, and I'm going to give him a little bath. What is he doing? I'm going to give him a little bath, so I don't want them to get wet. I'm just about to do his forelock plait, and I'm so bad at forelock plaits, but the good thing about his is that he's going to be wearing his ear bonnet, so you actually won't be able to see it, so it doesn't really matter how bad it looks. Just done his forelock and realised I've got this extra bit of hair, so I need to redo this plait here. Oopsie, it's a good job you're a good boy, isn't it? Let's redo those. Those are the rest of the plaits. And then I need to sort out this bit where it's sort of not really long enough to plait. I sort of have to bunch it and make it look like a plait like this one. Just going to give him a groom. And actually, considering he's been out all night with no rug on in the rain, he's actually not that bad. I think it's just going to be his legs that will need to bath. So I'll dry groom him first, because once he's wet, it's going to be hard to brush anything off. So whenever I have the time to do a full groom, I always start with a rubber curry comb, and I move in sort of circular shapes, especially at this time of year when he's losing a lot of his coat. It helps get some of the dandruff and the sort of loose coat up to the top of the surface, and it's also just really nice. He loves a massage. Once I've done that, I get a plastic curry comb and I brush over the area of all the hair that I just loosened. And then I follow up with a dandy brush to flick off the top of the dust and any other loose bits, and also to get rid of the marks that the plastic curry comb leaves. And once I've done that, I then do his face with a body brush, and then I move on to his tail. I do just want to show you a product. I think maybe I can do this once every time I do a show vlog to show you one of the products I use. So this is the High Shine detangler. I actually didn't buy this. I got it gifted to me in a Neddy & Co box, and I'd never used it before. But you know what, now I save it for show days because Woody's tail is so thick and he lies down every night or every day and he goes out a lot, he gets tangled. And this stuff is actually really, really good. So I'm just gonna give his legs a quick scrub, and you'll notice I popped his tail up a little bit like a polo pony just so it doesn't get wet when I do the backs of his legs. But otherwise he's looking pretty clean, I'd say. Woody's here, having a bit of downtime. Good boy. What's the matter, hey? Just while I get everything else sorted, just chilling out, and then we'll go. So I've just gone and had a little run through in our school in front of the letters, and now I'm in the toilet about to put my stock on, if I can remember how. So we're just on our way now. Got a backpack on because there's an hour between each test, so I brought his head collar in case he wants to have a little break. Definitely feeling a bit nervous now, but not overly. I'm going through my test. I think I know it. I don't feel that magic that I felt at Fortune Bank Farm, my last competition away from home. And I don't know that we'll do the same, we'll be the same, but it's a really good experience to be out at a new venue anyway. So I'm trying to just treat it like that and put no pressure on, and yeah, we'll see you there. So we've just arrived. That's our warm-up, and we're actually not in until over there. So we've warmed up and we're just stood waiting to go in. The arena's just up there, so we'll be on in a few minutes. So this is intro B from British Dressage. Enter in working trot, proceed down the centre line without halting, and track right. Got a 6.5 for this, and it says a little wobbly. Yes, I should think it was, considering we spooked just before we turned. So we're turning right. And at A, we have a half 20 metre right circle to X and a half 20 metre circle left to C. This is the test where it's really important that this corner up here is distinguishable from your half circle so that you can show the difference between going large and doing a half circle. So we got a 7 for this movement, but it does say Needs to show more bend and suppleness on the 20-metre circle. Fair enough. We're also trotting a lot quicker than it felt, so I think that's important to recognise as well. So, E, turn left, B, turn right. We got a 7 for this movement. You might have noticed there that he was falling out through the left a little bit, and that continued through both of our tests. At A, transition to medium walk. A to K, medium walk. Got a 7 for that, but she said he's a little against the hand. KXM, change the rein, free walk on a long rein. She gave me a 7 for this movement, but she has underlined purpose and stretching forwards. So I don't know whether she means he needs to have more of that, or whether... I mean, yes, he's not really stretching there, is he? So potentially she's saying he needs more. So M, medium walk, and between M and C, working trot. Got a 7 for that. HXF, change the rein, working trot. Got a 7 for this as well. At A, we're doing a 20-metre circle, allowing the horse to stretch for a few, I guess, steps before returning to A. Now, I was trying to be braver and give him that stretch earlier on, and I thought that was a lovely stretch, and I actually was smiling again, but we got the same mark as we got last time, 6.5, and she actually said he's pulling against the hand in the stretch. So that was a little disappointing, but, you know, it is what it is. This was my highest mark on the test, this change of rein, KXM. I mean, he does look quite nice, doesn't he? She's given me a 7.5 for that. No comment, but it's my highest mark in the whole test. So M to H, working trot, and between H and C, medium walk. Got a 7 for that movement. No comment. E to X, half 10-metre circle in diameter. X, proceed down the centre line. Got a 7 for this. And between X and G, we're going to halt. We've been practicing our square halts, so this was something I was really mindful of. And if you watch him, we actually don't land square, and he's slipping out to the side, and I just nudge him and he corrects himself. And she's actually reflected that in the score. We got a 7, and she said stepped out but corrected. So all in all, not bad at all. We've just finished test 1. I've just taken off his bridle because we've got a bit of time before the next one. Went okay. Quite a spooky test. He, just before we turned onto the centre line, he had a spook, and I should have done a circle really and come back round, but yeah, he just felt very lucky the whole way around, like he was looking to the outside a bit. But when I look back at the footage, someone filmed it for me, it felt it looked better than it felt, basically. So we'll just have to see how we get on with the prelim. It's quite a deep arena, so I'm a bit worried about the canter transitions, but apart from that, we should be all right. We've done our prelim. Not our best, really. He was very spooky. He felt very spooky, and he was falling out quite a bit through the left shoulder on the left canter as we came around the corner to the judge. So I'm not sure how well we'll have done, but we got second place in the intro, as you can see, and there was less than 1% between us and first. So very pleased. We'll just have to wait and see. So we'll just have some grass, keep us out of mischief. Forgot to film a reaction video to prelim, but we actually came third, and here is us just hacking home with a few friends who live nearby. Pats are out. Just going to chill out now. Leave him to it. Good boy, well done. What a good boy. I'm just going to let him rest now and leave him alone for the rest of the night.